everyone.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katy. And this is
The Mo and Katy Show. We are two friends from two different worlds
coming together in harmony for one podcast, celebrating gratitude, humor, and positivity.
We are random, ridiculous, and have been taking humor seriously since 2018.
Each week, we'll share two positive news stories from around the world, a quirky fact, the day's weird holiday, a shared experience, and maybe even play a game.
All while punning the crap out of each other.
Mo, you can't say that.
Fine.
It's
The Mo and Katy Show.
Gratitude,
Humor,
positivity. Hey, everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katy, and this is
The Mo and Katy Show. Hello, Katy.
I am excited to be here. Hi, Mo. I'm excited to be here with you today.
You like how I always cut you off? Like every time we start, I just cut you off. You're welcome. It's a special service I provide.
Well, we are dealing with a tiny bit of a delay because we are on Zoom recording, making it work. It's good stuff. But
yeah.
I'll tell you, Mo, I look forward to recording our pod because I think it's the hardest I laugh all week when we record. So I thoroughly enjoy it. So definitely.
Yeah, I do too. I look forward to it, and yeah, it's fun to. I've been going on walks now. I've been listening to us, which it sounds kind of vain, but it's even vainer to say that I actually laugh. I'm like, that's funny. I'm like, oh, well, that's anyway.
Well, I'm either a
narcissist or I'm right. I don't know.
Or forgetful. It's one or the other.
Or forgetful,
well,
right.
I also love knowing that we are hanging out with the listeners too. So just knowing that, people are listening, hanging out, laughing along with us. We really enjoy providing that long-lasting momentary distraction from whatever's stressing you out.
Yeah.
I know I've got stuff in my life stressing me out. I know you've got stuff in your life stressing you out.
Yeah, but the stuff in my life stressing me out is you. So,
So how does that work?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. All right. Big day tomorrow.
We got some exciting things coming up.
Yeah,
yes,
tomorrow is the O. Henry Pun-Off, and our own Katykins is a contestant in the punniest of shows. So the O. Henry Punny, the O. Henry Pun-Off actually has two elements. One is punniest of show, and because everything's virtual this year, everybody pre-recorded. It's 90 seconds. It's basically anything less than 2 minutes, and Katy's submission is I'm going to say it. It's kick-ass. It is a song called The Punter's Blues. And I'm talking. Stop cutting me off every time. It is outstanding. It is funny. And it's just got your beautiful voice. You're playing piano. I'm so excited for people to see it. More importantly, I want people to vote for Katykins because this year, instead of just a panel of a couple judges, the way they're doing it is everybody will vote. And the voting will be open for maybe almost a week, I think.
I think it's a week. I think the information I've seen is the 23rd to the 30th. So
we will post the link all over the place. So we'll
absolutely
post it on your mom.
And I have to say, Moe, this is this was not just me coming up with this song. Mo and I really co-wrote this. We spent very many geeky hours spreading words out on paper and putting them together in puns.
Can I say the best line that really, really just captured the entire writing process? And I'm only saying this because you'll know tomorrow.
Yes.
I think the ultimate best part of the writing experience was when I turned completely seriously. I turned to Katy and I said, "What word rhymes with rectum?" That's about
where we were.
That's right. So anyway, I hope you look forward to Katy's rectum tomorrow. Nope.
I wish there's a way that my submission could bear both of our names because it really was a joint effort. We wrote it together, and I'm excited to represent the Mo and Katy Show, the Mo and Katy brand in the O. Henry Pun-Off. So we'll be posting the link, guys. And then a few days later, on the 26th, is a big day. Mo's book releases, you guys. This coming Tuesday is the release date for her book, Pardon My Quirk, Anecdotes to Make You Laugh, Learn, and Think. And I am so excited.
Which Katy helped a lot with that book as well, to include the title. We won't talk about that. But I'll just give you this tidbit. The book will be for sale. It'll be free. The e-version will be free the 26th through the 30th. So while you're voting, go ahead and download the book. And
Vote
open
for-
up to
vote
the
for the video,
forward and
grab a
open up to the forward, and you'll see why Katy is responsible for the title. That's all I'll say. Anyway, let's
My
get
timing
going.
is not great.
Let's get going.
All right, well, pun-offs and books coming out are things going on in the world. Mo, please tell us what else is going on in the world.
I've got a great story. I love this story. So there was a couple that just celebrated their 77th wedding anniversary.
Oh my
So
gosh,
they were
that's
born
crazy.
they weren't born in. They got married on September 16th of 1944. But as a history buff, you might know that there was a little thing called World War II going on at the time. So Royce, the husband, was actually in the Air Force as a pilot, and he was waiting his final orders. And so he ended up marrying his high school sweetheart, Frankie. They wanted to take their vows before he headed off. So they got married. Very, very simple, small church ceremony. And no photographer, no cake, just very unceremonious, which you know how I feel about that word. It was small and no frills. And Frankie, his bride, ended up just wearing a suit. They just went to the church, got married. 2 days later, Royce is off and flying for the Air Force during World War II.
Wow.
Now, they have since, again, still been together 77 years. They have 2 kids, 4 grandkids, and several great-grandkids. But what they did is they get care from St. Croix Hospice in Olween, Idaho. Olween. You know what? I apologize to the state of Idaho. The city name is Oelwein, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
But the capital is Boise, just in case you were wondering.
Anyway. So in Idaho, St. Croix Hospice Care, they knew the special anniversary was coming up. They work with the couple's daughter, and even one of the hospice workers at St. Croix is a photographer on the side. Her name is Hillary Michelson.
Oh, wow.
So what they did was they found a 1940s era gown. They had Frankie get her hair did.
That's amazing.
Royce put on his Air Force uniform, and he was waiting at a flower-covered
Wow.
archway. And they have pictures finally of their wedding, and it's just
That is amazing.
beautiful. It's just, and I love this. The photographer, she's like, absolutely no shame in the fact that I had a hard time keeping it together behind the lens.
Absolutely.
They finally got their special day 77 years later.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm sure it was a special day 77 years ago, but now they have pictures of it. And just the pictures are phenomenal.
to
Just awesome.
Really celebrate it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
really incredible.
So happy
Congrats on
anniversary.
77 years. My
Yeah, in a
goodness.
row, apparently. So happy anniversary to Royce and Frankie. And huge thanks to
Wow.
the St. Croix Hospice team, because you know how I feel
Yes.
about people that take care of our loved ones like that. And again, everybody's got a story, so it's neat to learn a little
Absolutely.
bit more about theirs. But yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is amazing. And I bet they could offer, just some really good advice about love and life for the rest of us. 77
I'm
years is
sure.
a long time.
Yeah, it speaks
to be
speaks
married
highly
to
of Air
one
Force
person.
pilots. That's, I think, really what the takeaway is.
I knew you weren't going to let that one fly by.
Well, you knew I was going to land it one way or another. That's the plain truth. What do you got?
Nice. All right. Well, my story is from Napa Valley. So
Yeah.
you probably know, Mo, what is Napa Valley known for? What are they famous for?
Vodka.
Potatoes. No. What are they famous
Sorry, that
for?
was
in
Idaho.
Napa Valley.
Massages.
Oh, brought that around full circle there. No, vineyards, silly. They are known for their wineries and their vineyards. Well, they've been having trouble with, pests. As anyone who grows anything in a field, as you know, they have trouble with all kinds of, mice and gophers and voles and things like that. So they decided back in 2005 that they wanted to make their wines safer from the pesticides that they had to use to control the population. So what they did was they started to hire and use owls and other birds to hunt. So basically, especially the barn owl. Did you know that a barn owl can eat 3,400 rodents a year?
Rodents?
Yes, 3,400 rodents a year. One barn owl.
That's disgusting.
And they're also very easy to find. Well, I'm not suggesting you eat rodents. They're very easy.
I used to like the owl. They're so majestic, and now they're not as wise as I thought.
They're just mouse eaters.
Yeah.
But according to the nonprofit group called Napa Green, a lot of the vineyards have made a trend toward chemical-free farming because they, of course, want their wines to be safe from pesticides as well. And they have had a threefold increase of organic wine grape acreage since 2005.
Wow.
And that's doubled just in the last decade. So they're able to produce their wine without the pesticides because they've hired all of these winged laborers, they call them, especially the barn owl.
So, is there like a 401k, or what kind of pension do these guys have?
What kind of benefits?
Is there a union?
They pay them in mice, apparently.
Yes. So the owls don't eat the grapes?
No, they
Why am I
also don't eat the
asking
grapes. They just eat the mice that eat the grapes. You're going to accuse me of shoddy recording, aren't you?
I was about
reporting,
to.
aren't you?
That is cool, though. I like that.
There was a statement by Matt Johnson, who is a wildlife professor at Humboldt State. He began to study a program years ago, and I thought it was funny. Some of these winged workers are actually called raptors, which made me think of dinosaurs, but I don't think they have dinosaurs working in the vineyards, but that would be cool. But one of his surveys found that 75 California winemakers, out of these 75, 4/5 of them purposely invite owls onto their property. They construct nest boxes, inviting the owls to nest and live there, and then it controls the rodent population. So it's a win for everybody.
Is it just an evite, or how do they get the word out?
I'm not sure who came up with that. But
Nice.
you say nice, but you're rolling your eyes at
I
me.
said mice. I will let that one slide.
Well, hold on.
I can tell she's thinking. She's got pun think face, which is PTF.
I'm trying to do
for
something
you.
with pellet, but I got nothing. I'm trying to use pellet, but
Why would you use
I'll
pellet?
come back to that. Because owl pellets are they're like you actually dissect owl pellets because when they swallow the mice, I know this from homeschooling, they swallow the mice like whole, and their pellets, basically their poop, has like intact skeletons of mice in it. And you say, I think that's the most silence I've ever heard from you after telling you something. It's a whole thing, dissecting owl pellets. You've never heard of that?
Does this look like the face of somebody who's heard? I don't know what astounds me more, the fact that that whole thing exists, or the fact that you know that, or the fact that you just told me that, or the fact that you told everybody who listens to our podcast that you are well versed in the ways of dissecting owl pellets, which is basically unprocessed, unrefined mouse skeleton poop.
It's true.
I got.
I need someone science-y to like pop in and confirm.
Yeah,
See,
anybody
no shoddy reporting.
anybody who's a scientist of any nature is not going to respond to someone science-y. Wow. Well, thank you for your quirky fact. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just want to celebrate
welcome.
that today.
Okay. No. It's time for a quirky fact.
You can't squeeze a quirky fact into your what's going on in the world. Let's see what you did there, Stevens.
You asked me to justify the word pellet. That's all I was doing. Okay. No, this is a great quirky fact, but this is also about animals. But it's not about owls. It's about cats.
Oh. Are they marsupials?
So.
No,
cats are not.
Okay. Do they poop pellets? Oh, it's rabbits.
They don't.
Okay, hang on. I need to. Hang on.
We just got to tell everybody why.
Yeah, I'm gonna intercept here. So this is a little bonus material for those of you who are listening and paying attention right now. So Katy and I both prepare individually for this podcast. We don't share our current event with each other. We just share one word, so we make sure we don't have the same one. This is a little behind the scenes for you.
That's right.
She does not tell me what her quirky fact is, ever, and because always I'm secretly hoping that we won't do it. And I don't tell her what special holiday it is. We talk a little bit about what shared experience we're going to discuss, and we talk a little bit about what game. But most of it is kind of made up, kind of improv. Katy broke that pattern today. This morning she called. We were setting up the time to figure out when we were going to record. And she goes, I can't do it anymore. I said, what? She goes, the quirky fact. And I said, oh, you can't do the quirky fact? This is fantastic news. She goes, no. I've had this quirky fact on my notes for the past month. So for the past 4 weeks, she's been withholding this one quirky fact. And I said, what is it?
She goes, I couldn't think of a way to do it.
So here's the problem. We try to be G-rated. Katy obviously tries harder than I do. Not that she has to try, but I have to try harder because, I do the editing, so I am in charge of the bleep. And I'm not always G-rated. Anyway, we try to keep this G-rated, so something you can listen with my mom or young Maxwell or anybody who's under the driving age.
My students in mind.
Yes.
Yes.
This quirky fact was not G-rated. It's interesting. It's biology.
Yes, again, science.
It is sciencey. But I think Katy was afraid of where I might take it. So, if you are listening and you'd like to know what the quirky fact is that will never be on air, you can email us at moandkatyshow@gmail.com. You can Facebook us. You can, just
you can even Instagram message us.
Yeah,
get a hold of us.
And I will send you a picture. I promise you that.
Okay.
Anyway.
So I'm going to move on to the quirky fact I did decide to use. Okay. So this is about cats. So there was something, a German scholar, Athanasius Kircher.
One more time.
Yes. Athanasius Kircher created in the 17th century, and it's called the Katzenklavier. It basically translates to cat piano. So what would happen was there were a row of cats in cages, and someone would play a keyboard. And this is terribly inhumane. It would come up and hit the cat in the tail with a nail, and it would make them meow, and they all meowed different pitches.
Oh my gosh, Katy.
It's called the Katzenklavier. It's called a cat piano. It was designed in the 17th century. So
I'd like to take this moment to let our listeners...
No cats are harmed on my piano.
Not on yours, but watch out, Germans. Wow.
Okay.
You know what? I actually think you should have gone. Yeah. I think you would have been better off with.
Should have gone with the other one. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. So, okay, let's just please save us. Tell us what today is, Mo.
So here's the problem with today. Today is Smart is Cool Day. However, you've just disproved that whole day. You've called scientists science-y people. You withheld the thing about the marsupial. That's all I'm going to say about that until you email us. And then you just talked about a guy who made a piano by nailing cats, essentially. Not like that, because we're G-rated. Okay. Anyway, Smart is Cool Day basically recognizes and appreciates and celebrates being smart. 50% of this podcast team is smart.
Oh my god!
But you remember, like when we were growing up, like being a dork or nerd or dweeb, that was like you were uncool, right? But
yes,
it's cool now. It's very cool.
And
here's some interesting stuff. This is quirky fact worthy. The higher the IQ, the less social anxiety you have. So, like, a lot of times they portray, like, these smart people, like, in the corner and just kind of being a wallflower and stuff like that. But smart people are actually great at making friends, and they are incredibly amiable. Hello.
Nice.
Hi.
Hello.
And they also,
you know what?
Here's
a fact.
I don't know.
Listening to the Mo and Katy show makes you smarter.
True statement. That is true. That's the quirky fact you should have led with. Every time. But I thought this is cool too because the IQ test actually has creative process elements to it, which I didn't know. So it talks about like divergent thinking and reasoning and pattern detection as part of the IQ test. So,
I love that.
Yeah,
anyway. I love that.
So there.
And then there's like people talk too about like emotional intelligence too. So does that factor in?
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I don't even know what that is.
Is lack of compassion part of that?
What a stupid question. I don't know.
Smart is cool, and listening to the Mo and Katy show makes you smart.
Yeah.
You're welcome, listeners.
Ergo, Mo and Katy show listeners are cool. And 365 days of the year. 366 when it's leap year.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. And babies, apparently.
Well, what I love even more, it's clear that our listeners are smart because often we receive messages back from them either gently guiding, our facts in the right direction.
Our facts?
Or downright correcting us. Or
yours, yeah. Let's not. This isn't a team sport right now.
So speaking of listeners that set us straight, we've gotten a lot of flack about this Michigan beach thing.
I feel so bad.
I know. So Mo decided to redeem ourselves. We're going to spend our shared experience today talking about beaches.
Yeah,
because
Bette
that's
Midler
just a common,
and Blossom. Is that the one? Hey,
that
hey!
is.
Did I ever tell you?
Good songs in it.
You're my hero.
You're everything I wish I could be.
I can fly higher than a barn owl.
That's the
eating
story
grapes.
of. That's the glory of love. Sorry, that's another song.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? Beaches, yes.
Beaches, not the movie.
Under the boardwalk.
So, Michigan beaches are lovely, I hear.
Yes, and we are going to go up there.
Year.
Yes, we're going to go up there and see the beaches.
Yes,
and not on the time frame when the mosquitoes can pick you up and carry you away. That's that.
We're not stupid. Yes, no. We've been told this. So
no, I like beaches.
And it's funny.
Did you? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Did you grow up going to beaches in Ohio, or did you guys have to go?
Well, it's funny. I thought of that because we had we obviously are not near the ocean in Ohio, so the ocean was like a whole foreign concept. But we do live on Lake Erie, so Lake Erie is north. It was about 2.5 hours north of where I grew up. So there were, a couple of times where I did go up, but not really spent time on the beach. We did have a lake near us that had a beach. And my mom would take us there when we were younger.
So based on your face,
I didn't see the ocean for the first time until I was like 16.
Based on your face and tone of voice, then are you saying that a beach is only exists at an ocean, like a lake can't have a beach?
Well, no, I think a lake can have a beach, but now living on the East Coast and living, near like Ocean City and living, on these ocean towns, the ocean beaches are different than a lake beach or
a little bit more violent. And you've been to a California beach. You've stuck your toe in the Pacific.
Have.
Yeah.
Yes, with my best friend Moe, I did, and it was fun. Yep. We have a video of us running slow motion into the water.
The video was slow motion. We were running at full speed.
So it's the only time I've seen the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah,
so.
I love the beach. I love the smell of salt water. I love the breeze that's normally there. And my biggest, this is my hack that I always make sure, I always talk about this, but then I'm frequently unprepared when I go to the beach. But baby powder, because I just camped on the beach a couple months ago, and one of the things is, when you come off the beach, you get the sand is sticking to your feet. If you take baby powder and put that all over your feet, and then you just brush your feet off, all the sand just comes off. So that's my little hack. You're welcome.
Life hacks with Mo Barrett.
just the one.
See, I am not a hang out and sit on the beach all day kind of person. I never have
really?
been.
That surprises
but I do
me.
like to. Yeah, I just don't. I'd rather do a pool. And part of it's the sand. I just don't like messing with the sand. But you've got to have the equipment. You've got to have the umbrellas and everything if you're going to sit there all day. So
will you sit by
sit
by a pool? So it is just the sand thing.
It is just the sand thing.
See, I just can't sit still.
And
whether
shade.
I'm in the pool,
I don't like to just sit in the bright sun. You've got to have shade. So
okay. So just throw some shade Katie's way. Did you? So when I used to, my mom was born and raised in Hawaii, and so every other year we'd go to Hawaii for Christmas and New Year's. Mm-hmm. I love, and I still talk about this. I always talk about finding treasure. That's my whole goal, is to find treasure on a beach. And so,
love it.
In Hawaii, the guys would always be out there with metal detectors, and I always wanted to do that. I just thought it'd be so cool to have a metal detector, and we talked about finding a ring flung, but the dog, Dogo. That's right. Dogo found the ring.
Dogo the dog.
Yeah, Dogo came in where metal detectors failed. Anyway.
See?
Yeah, it's always bring a dog. But yeah, I always wanted to get one of those metal detectors or just kind of sift through sand. And every time I go to the beach, whenever I'm sitting on there, I'm like, I'm going to go find treasure. And I go look for shiny things and rings.
Awesome.
And
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So can I tell you a funny beach story?
Is it about Death Island?
It is. It is about Death Island.
Tell me.
So I again, as Noah's heard this story before, and I have a picture that I will post. So, special shout out to my family and then the Hoffman family who we used to vacation with when I was in high school. I'll tag some of you in this post. But, we are Ohioans. We are flatlanders. We know lakes. We do not know oceans and waves. Okay. And it's a different story, let me tell you. So we go camping at Myrtle Beach. I was probably about 15 or 16 years old, and we bought this raft called Fun Island. And the thing had to be probably 8 or 9 feet in diameter. It was pretty big. And so my parents and my parents' friends, Paul and Carol, all decided they would go out on Fun Island and take it on, just go drift around on the ocean. So they got Fun Island past the breaking waves, got on, and then this big wave came along, took this big circular raft and basically folded it up like a taco and smashed them all into each other. My dad jammed his finger. He almost had to get his wedding ring cut off. Carol had a black eye.
Nice.
It was just... So from then on, we called it Death Island.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin the punchline. I'm sorry. I thought you
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. But it just shows that, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know the intensity of the waves if you grew up going to beaches
ball
that
game
are
out
on
there.
lakes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what's your beach experience? Are you a sit on the beach all day and chill kind of person? Do you like to go on late night walks on the beach? I know it's October, but we still can have some really nice, lovely days to at least be
campfires
out
on the beach. Oh,
so cool.
We did that up in Cape Cod with Jen's family, but Jill and Scotty.
That's awesome.
We dug a pit. Yeah, Shannon was up there. We had fire on the beach. That was actually on my bucket list for the longest time. I finally got to do that this past summer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or maybe August.
That's
I don't know
awesome.
when I got to do it. This past year.
And I do like camping near a beach. I do like camping when camping and hearing the waves.
Mm-hmm.
There's a place we go to in Calvert County, Maryland, where you're camping right on the beach.
Yeah.
So like that. So yeah, what's your beach experience, listeners? Do you enjoy spending the day? Do you like to do campfire like Mo does? What do you like to do on the beach?
Tell us the things. And tell us your hacks. I'd like to know beach hacks.
Yes, absolutely.
That's right.
So.
I love it.
All right, Mo, we're going to play a game. You ready?
Maybe.
This is one of our favorite games. We've played this a few times.
Okay.
Listeners, you can play along. This is called Just a Minute.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
So this is where we basically make up stuff for 60 seconds straight and see if we can convince each other that we really know what we're talking about.
Which usually I do.
Which we probably don't.
Let me get my timer.
So we're each going to go twice. Oh, yeah, I guess we do need a timer.
Use your watch.
I don't know what to timer on. Huh?
Use your watch. Or make it complicated and look around.
All right, so would you like to talk first or give the subject first?
I'll get to give the subject first, and I'll time you.
Okay, and I will talk. You're going to time me, okay.
Well, we can both time each other.
Give me the
so
subject. All right.
Oh, I'm giving the subject?
Give me... Yes, that's what you said.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Reproductive habits of the kangaroo.
All right, so, a lot of people don't know this about the kangaroo, but they are actually, born to be parents, and you can tell that because of the pouch, that is in their belly. And you would think, so some, children might think that the baby comes out of the pouch, but it's actually a complicated, basically highway of a reproductive system that the kangaroo has, for the baby to be born. Of course, they're mammals, so, babies are born, and there's milk and all that stuff that happens. And baby kangaroos are called joeys. If they come out with a top hat, they're called Josephs. It's just a little more formal. And they come out, just hop in, ready to hit the ground running, and they have strong tails, and so that's basically how it all works. Yeah. So there's that.
10 seconds, kid.
All right.
I set you up.
10 seconds. All right.
And time.
Okay. All right. In keeping with the animal theme, Mo, yours is. I want you to. Hold on. Let me find my stopwatch. There we go. All right. I want you to talk about owls. And go.
Owls. So the owl was actually invented by TripAdvisor, as most of you know, is their mascot. But what happened was people were looking for some way to let people know and school people on the wisest ways of traveling. And so that's why they came up with that owl. Had the big glasses that were supposed to look like little, binoculars. And somebody said, what are we going to call this thing? And the guy says, I will get back to you tomorrow. And they said, that is brilliant. So they said, okay, so it's an owl. They invented the owl. You'll also know that there's a sleep aid called Zizal, and it says, I'll get Wisal with Zizal, because what was happening was a lot of people that were in the travel industry are night owls, now that they call them night owls, because they were up all night trying to figure out what to do with this company called TripAdvisor. So they needed some kind of sleep aid, and so what they did was they came up with Zizal, and they said that we were going to get Wisal with Zizal. And, that's my time.
Very nice. I feel like I've learned so much, none of which is probably really true.
Yeah, most of this is testable, but not on your SATs. But this is just good bar fodder.
That's right. All right, give me my second topic, please.
Your second topic is PVC pipe.
PVC pipe. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So PVC pipe, I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but it was invented in Poland because PVC stands for Polish, very cool, because they thought it was really, really cool. And so they made it out of, one guy one day was drinking out of a straw and he was like, wait a second, this could be used for other things, other conduits. So he said, let's make a giant straw. And at first they called it the giant plastic straw, but that would be GPS, and that was already taken. So they had to call it something else. Nice. So they were like, Polish, very cool. That's why they call it PVC. And PVC, what a lot of people don't know is they're actually grown like bamboo. So you think they're manufactured, but they actually grow in a PVC garden.
Oh.
And the people that, they're PVCers are the people that grow them. So, yeah. It's good,
10 seconds
good to know that kind of stuff.
10 seconds.
So, yeah, and I think we should all get giant glasses of soda and drink out of PVC pipes.
Nice. Polish, very cool. Nice. GPS, already taken. That was awesome.
That's right. I can't do that. All right. So, Mo, I'm really anxious to hear everything that you know on this subject, because this is, a big part of my life.
Now, do I get more than a minute? Because
You get 1 minute.
Okay.
That's all,
right.
Just to impart all of your wisdom. Tell me everything you know about pianos.
Oh, about pianos? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, go.
So, it was interesting. The very first piano only had 8 keys. And that was because there were only 8 doors to get into the place. So they said, you know what? We only have 8 doors. We only need 8 keys. But then what they did is it actually became a commune. So if you're familiar with any musical organizations, they're very cult-like. So you can't just have 8 people in the commune. It rapidly expands. And like, we have to cut this off. There's only communes of 8. So they said, we're going to have 10 groups of 8. And so that's why they have 88. Of course, everybody, security, trust but verify, you have to have keys for everybody. So you have 88 communes, or I'm sorry, you have 10 communes of 8, and which, if you do the math, is not 88, but just stick with me on this one.
I was waiting for you to figure that out.
I don't think I ever would have figured it out. But basically what they had to do is everybody had to have their own keys, and that's why they have 88 keys and not just the original 8. Dadgummit.
I was ready as soon as you were done. Like, you do know that 8 times 10 is 80, not 88.
Wait, if 8 times 8, but 8 times 11 would have been 88, right?
Is 88, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. There was 11 communes. Just the original one, and then 10 more is what I meant. I told you I can't do it in a minute. I have so much wisdom to impart. Or maybe it's already parted ways. It's already parted ways with my brain. So.
It is departed. That's the problem.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my goodness. Well, friends, thank you for walking down this ridiculous educational journey with us today.
We're brought to you by math and the multiplication tables. Gosh.
All right. Well, we've definitely got the humor covered. Positivity. I'm going to drop some gratitude in your lap. All right. This is a quote by Brian Tracy. Develop an attitude of gratitude and give thanks for everything that happens to you, knowing that every step forward is a step toward achieving something bigger and better than your current situation.
Ooh, I like that. I needed that
Loving
today.
it. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Not just because of my math skills, which are stellar if you include the fact that it was the initial 88 and then 10 more parts of the commune. I just want to clarify that. Anyway, while I go study my multiplication tables, I will sign us off by saying, be grateful, keep laughing, and stay positive. And don't forget to vote for Katy's Punter's Blues starting tomorrow.
And watch for Mo's book coming out on Tuesday.
All the things! Yay! Okay, bye!
All right, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye!
Bye!
The Mo and Katy Show has been recorded in front of a live canine audience.
Our theme song is It Is Fun by HookSounds.com.
The Mo and Katy Show is produced by Mo and Katy.
Our sound engineer is Mo and Katy.
Our producer is Mo and Katy.
Hair, makeup, lighting, and catering by, you guessed it, Mo and Katy.
For comments, suggestions, and smart remarks, visit the Mo and Katy Show Facebook page or email us at moandkatyshow@gmail.com.